Good morning and Boker Tov, everybody. I hope you are doing great. Today's halacha, we are going to continue with the Kiddush wine requirements. That will be part number 2. And we're going to start first with a concept that always remember. Whenever we talk about wine in the halacha in general, the wine that is asked will be red wine. Yain Adom is always better than Yain Lavan. The red wine is always better, both al pi halacha and al pi Kabbalah as well. I mean, it's okay to have also white wine if you don't have a red wine. It's also okay to mix the white wine together with the red wine to give a nice color. And there is no concept of coloring on Shabbat when it comes to food, so it's okay to do that. Now, let's talk about an interesting type of wine that is made of raisins. So there is such a thing in the market that it's not really wine from the grapes, but wine from the raisins, which means that the grapes are already dried. So is it okay to have this wine for the Kiddush? And the answer for that question is that it has to be moist enough. The raisins cannot be too dry. They have to be moist enough for some juice to come out. And the way to usually do it is that we pour water, okay, on a large quantity of raisins, and we let that water soak together with the raisins. And after a while, we would take out all the water and have basically a type of wine made of those raisins. So that's actually okay to use it for the Kiddush only after removing all the water and meaning separating the water from the raisins. And it has to stay for at least 1 day, so 24 hours. According to some poskim, it should be actually 3 days minimum, but it seems that we are more lenient and it's okay to have the water stay with the raisins for 24 hours only. How much regarding the quantity? So that's also a machloket. Some say there has to be a minimum of 1/6 of raisins. Some say that it's actually 1/4 of raisins, so much more. And according to the halacha, Chacham Ovadia says that we should have 1 kilogram of raisins for 3 liters of water, which means it's 1/3 because 1 liter and 1 kilo is about the same thing. So it seems that it has to be at least 1/3 made of raisins. Now, if a person does not have wine, okay, how exactly is he going to perform the Kiddush? So that depends. On Shabbat night, he could do the Kiddush on the bread and say the whole entire Kiddush, so Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, and then the Mekadesh Shabbat afterwards. On Shabbat morning, he could use instead beer, alcohol, etc., but not bread. Why not bread? Because since anyway the Kiddush is so short that it's only the Beracha of Borei Peri HaGefen, if he would replace it with bread, then it would seem that he's going straight to the Seudah. So there is no Heker that he's actually doing the Kiddush. Unlike the night, it is a long one, so this is why we go for the bread and we do not go, by the way, for the beer or alcohol. On Shabbat night, if you don't have wine, you do not use beer and alcohol according to Shulchan Aruch. That's only for the morning. If he doesn't even have beer or alcohol for Shabbat morning, it's even okay to use coffee or tea. Now, when it comes to the Havdalah, also, if he doesn't have wine, he could use alcohol or beer, but not coffee or tea. And it's actually better to just rely on the Havdalah that he did during the Tefillah and not to have a Beracha Lebatala by using those. I wish you all an amazing day.